Thank you. Vanakkam, Tamil Nadu. Tiruvallur, Kamarajar, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Pirandaman, letter model, parcel varai, அரச திட்டங்கள் முதல் வங்கி சேவை வரை, ஆதார் முதல் பாஸ்போர்ட் வரை, ஒவ்வொரு கிராமத்திலும் ஒவ்வொரு திருமலும் ஒவ்வொரு வீட்டிலும் சுடும் வெயிலானாலும் கொடும் மழையானாலும் நம்பிக்கையின் பாலமாக சேவையின் கதைகளாக கிராமப்புற இந்தியாவின் இதய துடிப்பாக இருக்கும் என்னுடைய கிராமிய அஞ்சல் சேவகர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவரையும் வருக வருக என வரவேற்கிறேன். Thank you. I don't speak Tamil in general. I am from Andhra Pradesh, your neighboring state, and I lived in America for 25 years. So I am trying to learn Hindi as well as a little bit Tamil and all these languages. So thank you for all of you, GDS, and also seated on the dais, Gupta ji, Mariamma ji, all the postal officers present here, and media friends, welcome. Good afternoon to all of you. You know, if you look at the postal department, I think our department has been there for decades, and this is the first time you are seeing this kind of event, right? You have never seen this kind of event. And I want you to know why these things are happening now, unlike before. The reason, there are two reasons, primary reasons. Number one, we have an exceptionally hardworking, visionary, honorable Prime Minister who wants to make India great and Vikasit Bharat by 2047. That will only happen when all of you believe in that vision and execute that vision. That's the primary purpose. And number two, we want you to know the government is there to recognize every government employee of this country. Because you have seen people who have been working for 20 years, 30 years in villages. And we want to appreciate the great people of this country so that everyone else can be motivated and can work like them. So these are the primary objectives why we are doing this GDS Sammelan. And unfortunately, in a lot of the places, even I did this in Andhra Pradesh, most of the people don't even know who GDS is. So this is a mass awareness to give you respect that you deserve it all. And now you go back to the postal department. So when did this postal department started? Many people may think this was a British invention, but in fact, British actually formalized what we already had centuries ago. You look at Emperor Chandragupta Maurya, he had organized a royal messenger service first time in Maurya Empire. Even in ancient Tamil kingdoms, Cholas, Pandyas, Cheras, messenger networks carried royal orders across vast territories. During Chola Empire, which ruled from Tanjavur and reached South Asia, relied on organized communication systems to govern one of the greatest maritime empires in history. This is our story. So when British East India established first time in Calcutta 1774, what they did was they formalized a tradition that already existed. And the first time in 1854, October 1st, India Post was born. And that date, October 1st, is being celebrated as World Postal Day. Think about that. The world celebrates the birth of India's postal department as an iconic day. This is the stature of the institute that you all are working. And at its peak, India Post delivered legal documents. It carried money orders from sons working in distant cities to mothers waiting in villages. It carried newspapers and books that sparked revolutions, the voices of freedom fighters, and the hopes of independence. The postman was not just a government employee. The postman was a true rural family member. In villages where literacy was low, the postman would read letters loud, help villagers write replies, and sometimes be the only connection a family had with the world beyond their fields. That uniform, the uniform that you wear, commanded respect, trust, and love. India Post is not just a department, it is a civilizational institution. This is the story of the India Post. But then what happened? Internet revolution has come. The mobile phone, WhatsApp, email, social media, the letters have become obsolete. The telegrams which we carried for over 160 years were finally discontinued in 2013. And then the private courier companies came. They did not ask our permission. They arrived with technology, speed, scale, and aggression. They tracked parcels in real time. They delivered at office hours. They sent SMS alerts, and they took some of our customers. So I will not be hiding the truth from you because everybody deserves honesty. Today, if you look at India Post, we're generating a revenue of 13,000 crores annually across India. And our expenses last year were 38,000 crores. That means we have a deficit of around 25,000 crores. However, I should also congratulate because historically over the several years, India Post grew at around 2%. Every year it used to grow 200 crores revenue annually. But I think in the last 1 year, it grew 2,000 crores. That's like 10x multiple. And you look at Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is the second largest revenue producing state in the country. And you also grew very well with 16% growth and almost close to, I think, around 18. Right now, until last month is around 1,600 crores. If you look at the March 200 crores, probably you will get it to around 1,800 crores compared to last year of 1,350 crores. So your expenses, obviously GDS doesn't, you have the pension, but if you look at all the pensions, the expenses are 4,000 crores, 4,100 crores. If you take away 2,750 crores is our expenses in Tamil Nadu. Why I want to tell you is, I'm not talking everything is a Department of Post is not everything about money, revenues. We have a deep social responsibility to serve every last mile and every citizen. But it is important for you to know where your department is in the brand scheme of things. Because what happens when you don't know the truth and the department's expenses become, because every year, even though 38,000 crores is the expense, every year we are adding 2,000 crores additional expense to the department. So this is the only year we earned additional 2,000 crores to match our 2,000 crore expenses. Earlier you were making 200 crores, we're spending 2,000 crores. So at some point it becomes like a very bigger institute that is difficult to manage, and as a leaders, it is our responsibility to make sure this Department of Post will not become another Air India or something like that. So all of you will have a safe, secure, long-term government employment. So this is the reason why I tell these stories. And then you look at where we are in terms of parcel business. So we are doing exceptional job in PLI, RPLI, all the savings account. But there is a bigger opportunity for India Post. Our parcel revenue until last year was only 600 crores. This year we are increasing to 1,000 crores, which is good. But if you look at the private courier businesses, just one private courier company has an annual revenue of 6,000 crores. And they have only started recently. And we have how many employees? 450,000 employees. We are the third largest department after railways and defense in this country. And what is the total opportunity for the entire parcel business? You look at it today, as on today, the estimates shows 10 billion US billion dollars. That means 90,000 crores worth of parcel business because of the rapidly increasing e-commerce business we have. This is the opportunity. And we're only barely scratching the surface. Even if you give 80% discount to that, we have 10 to 20,000 crore parcel business opportunity. And this is only going to grow multiple times. So according to the estimates over the next 6 years, this parcel business is expected to grow to 20 US billion dollars. That means 1,80,000 crores. There are countries that have similar to our style, a government organization that delivers postal services, generating 50,000 crore plus revenue. There are countries. I don't want to name it, but I want you to know where we are. So why we need to ask all these questions? Because today, even you are paying taxes on all this. You are paying GST. You are contributing. All of this money that we spend is coming from the treasury of government. Where is this treasury money comes from? All hardworking citizens, private employees. They are paying their taxes. Now, there is so much private employment in this country, they will start asking, the taxes that they are paying, are they getting the value in our department? I mean, this is how, I'm not to put anybody down again. This is an opportunity I want you to know, because a lot of the times in companies, I also built a great company in America. Unless employees know, even in Andhra Pradesh, until I told them these figures, many of the employees don't know where they are in that big picture. And then people started working really hard for the country. So this is the reason. But at the same time, why certain things are not working? You all know some post offices do not open on time. Some deliveries were marked as delivered, but actually, in fact, not delivered. There were some speed post parcel that sit in the sorting centers for days. And unlike people, you have seen some of these greatest people, how they built relationships with every person in a village. There are some who don't build those, who don't take the opportunity to build those relationships. But at the same time, there are people like you have seen, they arrive before everyone else. They have brought in a lot of new customers. They deliver insurance products. They do Aadhaar enrollment, passport. There are people. And the Thanjavur painting that we delivered, I don't know, it's almost like 2 crores worth of that, 800 kg Thanjavur painting. that we moved from Bangalore to Ayodhya was also done by our people. These are the same stories. We have these exceptional stories we have. And when you look at it, this Tanjavur painting, and it is fitting that such a delivery involved Tamil Nadu's sacred art tradition from Tanjavur, reminding us that India Post carries not just parcels, it carries our civilization. So this is the greatness of our postal employees. So, and when you look, the reason why we are felicitating these people, bringing those stories, is to learn from them, emulate them, and let their success become our new standard. Remember that you are not the last mile of governance, you are actually the first mile of governance. Ningal illamal arasu gramathai seradu. Where private companies operate, wherever there is a profit, but India Post operate where people exist. I do respect that you go to remote villages, you deliver parcels even during 45 degrees summer heat. I respect all of that and I appreciate your dedication. So, and when it comes to GDS is a large number of people. And we also, it's not only felicitating you, we also understand your deep problems. We have been talking to a lot of GDS. We are working on what can we do to make your life even better. So should we take these success stories, people who work hard should be given a priority in their promotions, additional training opportunities, transfer benefits. How can we add additional incentives so that your revenue can go up? So these are all the things we are discussing at the directorate. And I want you to know that because at the end of the day, in America, in a lot of these places, there is a saying, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So what it means is, if we have a healthy, committed employees, then miracles will happen. That is what we're seeing over the last 1 year. So, and what are we doing? Obviously, we're asking you to do quite a bit. But what are we doing as a minister or at the directorate? If you look at it, especially since we took the office, both Sindhya ji and me over the last 2 years, we have made unprecedented changes in every area. It's a large-scale, data-driven, customer-centric, public logistic organization is what we want to convert Department of Post. In US, some of the postal departments own their own planes. Why can't we own our own planes? We can do it. At some point, if we build it, that is what we have been doing for the last 2 years. We brought in first time to a government organization a chief technology officer, just like how you see in the private organizations. We brought in 5 deputy chief technology officers. We brought in chief marketing officer from outside. So now they are building systems in such a way, there is a transparency, there is accountability, and there is a quality of service that resonates with the public. And we do, as a ministers, I do monthly reviews of every circle. We ask what their problems are, because if there is a manpower issues, how can we fix those manpower issues? So everything, every bottlenecks, for example, when they told us there are no Aadhaar kits, we acquired a lot of Aadhaar kits and we're going to do a lot more Aadhaar kits. Like that in every area, we end-to-end parcel tracking, SMS alerts to citizens, UPI-enabled cashless transactions, integrated dashboards to see where the problems are. Like if you look at it, we have how many? 1,65,000 post offices. Until 1 year ago, out of those 1,65,000 post offices, 1,05,000 post offices have zero transactions in parcels for over a period of 1 year. So that's the kind of lack of data transparency we had. with additional reviews. I'm happy to say now we only have less than 15,000 post offices in this entire country that have zero or nil transactions. Because these are the small post offices where we have LW, left-wing extremists, and other far-flung areas where it is difficult to operate and open. And not only that, not only technology upgradation, we came up with some innovative DigiPin. DigiPin is a game-changing, every 4 by 4 square meters, you can identify the address. And in the logistic network, specialized parcel packing counters, barcode-based tracking, and we're partnering with all the e-commerce, Amazon, Flipkart, and every retail chain so that Department of Post can be their default delivery service center. And we are opening Gen Z post offices, around 100, so the youth can become familiar with our Department of Post. So these are all the things. Not only we're asking you, we're working relentlessly, but you look at, Modi ji, I don't know, other than the sleep time, he doesn't do anything. I have not seen him taking even a single day off. When I was in US for 25 years, I saw the transformation. When I went there for first 10 years, nobody would take Indian people seriously. After Modi ji came, especially over the last 10 years, the respect Indians get today, every company in America celebrates Diwali today. This is all just didn't happen by chance. We have had independence for 75 years. There are a lot of leaders, a lot of prime ministers. Why all of a sudden this country is racing towards Vikasit Bharat in just 12 years? I want you to know, I want you to take him as an inspiration, because for me, even though I am also very hardworking, there are people that work much harder. And everyone, the ministers, officers, GDS, everybody have to do their part to make our Vikasit Bharat. When you deliver with pride. When you are making PLI, RPLI, you've seen some of the videos, right? The people, rural people, laborers, they don't have the financial education. India is growing. India, every year we have inflation, right? The same thing, if they don't participate in India's growth story, saving story, they will be left behind. But if you take every employee, every one of you, take every customer, every rural person as your family member, knock door to door and put them into the saving schemes, imagine what kind of contribution you are doing for their families. You will probably better than their own children, because you have the knowledge, you know what exactly these savings can deliver to them. Not only the savings, first time we see India's stock market is growing. We don't want wealth inequality. So we discussed with the mutual fund people. We're even getting some mutual fund products to these rural people. So please understand, learn those things. Take these things to rural people and you will do a great favor. And finally, what I want to tell, be loyal to your department, your government, and your nation. Loyalty is not about slogans. Loyalty is about showing up every morning and giving your best. Like look at it, Modi ji or somebody, they don't take a break. I'm not asking all of you not to take a break, but that being part of the nation is working every day tirelessly. If you look at India, once upon a time, we used to contribute 25% of world GDP, 25%. 200-300 years ago, we used to export every textile, every art, every craft. And now we need to bring it back. And we can do it. And at that time, why India became the number one, 25%? Because of the people at that time working with integrity, working with excellence. Farmers, sweat. Artisans build with their skill. Teachers shaped generations. And remember, it was Tamil Nadu that gave India Tiruvallur, whose Thirukkal taught the world that wisdom is the greatest wealth. Knowledge is an ocean without a shore. And at that time, merchants also created wealth with their honesty. So that spirit is not dead in India. It is sleeping, and it is our job, yours and mine, to wake it up. Don't think you are just one employee. The bag in your hands, it carries more than letters. It carries the trust of a nation. Uphold the trust. That trust is our Vikasit Bharat. Vikasit Bharat, as I said, is not just about building roads, infrastructure. It is about doing our job with excellence every single day. And it's not a government target, Vikasit Bharat. It is a promise to our children. And I hope all of you are doing an exceptional job. Keep doing. And I hope and wish that you prove GDS means not just Gramin Dak Sevak, a great Desh Sevak, Gaurava Desha Sevagar. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Great hospitality. I hope you have a good lunch. And we will continue to do these events more and more. We will continue to connect with you and we'll make you proud. And as far as ministries are concerned, we will work harder than any one of you to build this great nation and make India #1 country. Thank you.